Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm needing to make a complaint.
What?
I need to make a complaint. Can I do that through you?
What?
What about the disgusting abuse of citizens when they're merely asserting their rights?
When what?
Their disgusting abuse of citizens when they're merely speaking up for their rights, which y'all swore an oath to honor.
I can't understand what you're trying to say.
Well, I'm sorry about that, but nevertheless, I want to make a complaint.
But I can't understand you in order to take...
Well, obviously you can. You keep talking every time I quit talking. I think you're a lying bitch and just don't want to hear my complaint.
You've reached the non-emergency line for the City of Springfield Police Department. All operators are currently busy. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. To report a crime that's not in progress, please remain on the line and have the following information ready. Your name, your address where the crime occurred, phone number, time and location of the crime, a description of the person who committed the crime, if known, and a description of the stolen or damaged property. Please remain on the line and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
If you're calling to report information about a lost or found dog or a complaint about a barking dog, you may also leave a message for the Animal Control Officer at 726-3634. Normal business hours for the Springfield Animal Control Office are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. If you want to provide an anonymous tip, please hang up and dial 541-726-3773. Once again, that number is 541-726-3773. Please remain on the line and your call will be answered in the order it was received. All of our operators are currently busy. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. Thank you. You've reached the non-emergency line for the City of Springfield Police Department. All operators are currently busy. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. To report a crime that's not in progress, please remain on the line and have the following information ready. Your name, your address where the crime occurred, phone number, time and location of the crime, a description of the person who committed the crime, if known, and a description of the stolen or damaged property. Please remain on the line and your call will be answered in the order it was received. If you're calling to report information about a lost or found dog or a complaint about a barking dog, you may also leave a message for the Animal Control Officer at 726-3634. Normal business hours for the Springfield Animal Control Office are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. If you want to provide an anonymous tip, please hang up and dial Springfield Police.
Yes, ma'am. I'm speaking real slow because earlier you couldn't understand anything.
If you call me that word again.
Well, you understood that word perfectly, didn't you?
Call this number unless you have an emergency or a police...
No, this is a non-emergency number, and I'm calling to make a complaint, and you're being totally unprofessional, saying you can't understand nothing, but as soon as you provoke me to say a cuss word, by God, you understood that perfectly. So you're lying. what I said earlier. Now, can we make my complaints, or are you going to continue to be unprofessional and not do your job? Please answer my question, ma'am. Okay, I guess that's my answer. You're unprofessional and you're merely waiting for me to cuss one more time. So you can hang up, which is proper response to someone cussing, I would think. But seeing as how you're a liar and you say you can't understand anything I'm saying, it's useless for me to give you the complaint. Please transfer me to someone who can take my complaint. And while you're at it, take my badge and my uniform and any other insignia of public office off of yourself and walk out of my public building and quit accepting wages from my public taxes because you are fired. Now, transfer me to my complaint department. Make for certain that the recording of this call goes to your supervisor. Because you immediately, as you'll recall, immediately started claiming not to understand me, merely because you don't want to do your job and take my complaint. Totally unprofessional, totally unacceptable. You're a disgrace to the department. You're a disgrace to public service. Now there's two complaints because there's my original complaint over your unprofessional officers and there's a complaint over your unprofessional conduct.
This is Sergeant Grace.
Yes, Sergeant Grace. Can you understand me at the tone that I'm speaking or not?
I can understand you. It sounds like your phone's got some issues, though.
Yes, I'm quite sure it does. Oh, that unprofessional lady who answered the phone, she needs to be immediately fired for unprofessional conduct because she claimed she couldn't understand a word I was saying, but the second she managed to provoke me into saying a cuss word, she understood that perfectly and hung up on me. What a disgusting way to treat the public. Don't you agree, sir?
I couldn't hear the last part you just said.
I said, don't you agree, sir?
That she needs to be fired?
Yes, for being so damn unprofessional.
Well, I didn't hear your conversation.
Well, there should be a recording of it. Please make sure you go back and listen to it so you'll understand why I'm so agitated. I'm merely called to address the totally unconstitutional and abusive acts of your police officers when they abuse two civilians in your city for merely asserting their rights that the Constitution of the United States guarantees them, as we all know. So the police officers involved are obviously breaking their oath, which has to be against y'all's policies.
I honestly have no idea what incident you're talking about.
Well, that is a possibility. Let me see if I can figure out how to explain to you what incident I'm talking about. Okay. There was a young lady with a child. There was a report that something I'm assuming welfare or something on the child. From what I was hearing, I guess there was accusations that she might be selling something that might not reach with the approval of the community. Although there was no proof of any of them allegations, there was no warrant. Officers was attempting to get into her home, and she was refusing them permission to enter without a warrant. They kept menacing her and basically making fun of her because she was scared to turn around and walk back into her house because of the actions of your police officers acting like they were going to rush her. Now, at the point where she finally got someone on the phone that she had to try to get someone to help her with your aggressive police officers who have no understanding of the constitutional rights of the citizens At that point, they attacked her and the person that was there with her recording the incident with no possible reason, and attempted to charge them with interference with police officers. Now, I hate to be the one to educate y'all on this, but when you're doing something legal, yes, we can't even talk to you about it. When you're breaking the law and a citizen is telling you you're breaking the law, that is not interference with a police officer. That is us doing you a favor, and y'all abusing us for that. That's the reason there's a disconnect between police and citizens, because y'all twisted it. Y'all think that a lawful order is anything that comes out of y'all's mouths, and that is so far from the truth that even a moron knows better, much less anyone with any type of brain in their head. But unfortunately, this is the way your officers are acting. Are you getting a clue about what incident I'm talking about now, sir?
Is this just a monologue, or do I get to speak?
Well, when I shut up, you're allowed to speak like I just did, and you did.
Okay. So, were you present for this incident?
Sir, it was live streamed. I am an observer that observed it. And my Constitution gives me the right to address it. I called to make a complaint about that. Y'all's total disrespect of our rights is what I'm talking about, which you just demonstrated with that ignorant-ass question.
With my ignorant question?
Yes. If I was there, I'd be part of the people that y'all arrested for standing up for my rights, now wouldn't I? Because that's the way that they'll obviously operate. Yes, I watched it on the YouTube being live streamed. That is exactly how I seen it. Nevertheless, I'm reporting it to you and making a complaint as my right as a citizen allows me to do.
Where do you live, sir?
That's none of your motherfucking business, sir. Are you so stupid that you're going to try to abuse my rights while I'm complaining?